Can we be real? If my name was Sebastian and I had a cool Jamaican accent, you'd totally help me. You would, you know you would.
Hi everyone, and welcome to my watch-along for Moana. I have never seen Moana before, and because the second movie is right around the corner, and I intend to do a versus video, I thought, now's a better time than ever to watch the movie. Now, I've heard so many good things about this film. It did not do very good in theaters, but apparently it took off on Disney Plus, and through Disney Plus it garnered so much more fans. It was a fantastic babysitting movie that a lot of parents put on for their kids to, just keep them quiet. And, kids, it's one of those movies that they just keep rewatching in the house, and all the song numbers and everything apparently are so memorable, and people have committed it to memory and stuff. So, yeah, I never saw this movie. It came out, much like everyone else when it came out, I didn't really think much of it. I thought, who knows what this is going to be? It looks like just another sort of like random Disney movie, but apparently it turned out to be a very good Disney movie. So yeah, I am very curious to give it a watch, especially because I am going to be watching it so close to the release of the second movie, so it's almost like a double bill for me, whereas everyone else had to wait 8 years essentially for this to come out. Everyone else has to wait 8 years, and I have to wait about 6-7 days to see the sequel, so I've got that in my corner, that's for sure. So yeah, I'm very curious to give this movie a watch for the first time. Who knows, maybe it might end up being another great Disney movie that will be on my list, because I haven't really gotten any of the recent Disney movies on my list, and man, Disney have been sucking over the last few years, with the exception of a couple hits here and there, I think. So yeah, I think it's about time to go back to some good old Disney, because it seems like with Inside Out 2 that they're trying to get back on that good track with people. So yeah, 3, 2, 1. Yep, the Disney logo at the beginning. This is an interesting chant that is going on. Reminds me a little bit of the Deo song at the beginning of Beetlejuice slightly, with parts of the rhythm that is going on here.
And one day, the most daring of them all.
Did he just turn into an eagle? That's kind of funny to me, that is.
Demigod of the wind and sea.
Did Dwayne Johnson write this? That sounds like the kind of stuff that he wanted the writers to say for him in Black Adam. I will say the animation holds up really quite well so far, like some beautiful looking animation, and the movie's only just started. Whoa.
Never to be seen again.
That's an insane way to start a movie.
Hiding in a dark.
Guess which one's Moana?
There's no monsters, no monsters! It's paradise. Who would want to go anywhere else?
Seriously, this animation is beautiful. This is blowing me away more than the animation for Inside Out 2. Like, seriously. Look at the colours. I love the blue colours from the sky and the ocean. Absolutely beautiful looking landscapes. Ooh, that's a pretty cool looking effect. It's like an aquarium. This seems like that James Cameron movie, The Abyss.
That's good pork. Oh, I didn't mean. Look, they're calling me, so I gotta. Bye!
Just you wait, we're gonna get a pig uprising in this world. Rise of the Planet of the Pigs.
I'm curious about that chicken.
Sometimes our strengths lie beneath the surface. Far beneath, in some cases.
No one goes beyond the reef.
Is this some Truman Show situation?
Your dad couldn't save him.
Damn. She doesn't seem to care about that whole drowning story, does she? She didn't even pack anything with her on her journey. Already running into problems. That's good they're showing that. She didn't go far, did she? Ooh. Damn. Man, that got real dark real quick. And now she's back. Oh. I thought it was going to be all easy sailing for her there, but good thing that the movie showed that it's not. First he offers it to her, now he's running away from it.
Whatever just happened, blame it on the pig.
Grandma, he was right. About going out there.
Looks like the father should have just let her go in the first place, and then she would have
Well,
come to that conclusion herself. I will say, there seem to be a lot of songs in this movie. A bit too many, if you ask me. This one, I would say, is too many.
Maui. When he stole from the Mother Island.
So it was all Dwayne Johnson's fault.
Chasing a
Oh, that's what that abyss thing was supposed to be. So what, did that ocean push her back to the land earlier?
at the bottom.
It's your mother!
I thought she sat down in a bit of a weakish kind of way. Is she dead? Dying.
Mother.
Looks like they can put that little argument on hold.
You will board my boat and restore the heart of Nefertiti.
They should play the song from Hercules when he goes, "I can go the distance."
Nui.
Is the pig here? Disney's little mascot that can sell toys. Oh, it's the chicken.
Hey.
Did the pig come on board too? Okay, that is the best chicken sound I've ever heard. They did... For the gag, they did that very well.
The ocean is a friend of mine. Hey.
I thought the ocean was a friend of yours, couldn't it have brought the chicken back for you? Whoa. That's not good. Again, the ocean should be able to help her with that. And how does she get back on there? That seemed like a big little action sequence right there that could have been.
Board my boat!
Oh, now the water shows up. Didn't show up to help her earlier. Ooh. I was just gonna say, she seems awfully good at knowing how to use this boat. And then that happens.
Can I get a little help?
Yeah, Ocean. Help her out. Man, the ocean is a bitch in this movie. Be funny if she's sent back home.
Fish pee in you all day!
I'll pee in you too. And Hey will shit in you.
Maui?
Can you imagine if that hand just turns into a middle finger or something? That would be funny. He's gonna be behind her, isn't he?
My...
Boat! A boat!
Maui?
Hero of men.
What?
It's actually Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, hero of men. Go.
Is this Maui or Dwayne Johnson? Sounds like that's what he believes.
Men and women. Both. All. Not a guy-girl thing.
See,
Maui
this is-
is the hero to all.
This is totally Dwayne Johnson. I don't see the character yet.
A few minutes later.
This is totally Dwayne Johnson.
You are not my hero. I'm not here, so you can sign my oar.
This is what it would be like if I met Dwayne Johnson.
My boat.
This is the song that I've heard people talk about the most right here.
What can I say except you're welcome and thank you?
Hey, let me out! You lying, slimy son of a...
They did say he was a trickster.
Ow! No. I'm not going to Tafiti with some kid. Okay, talk to the back.
For some reason, I feel like Dwayne Johnson also does this on his spare time, talking to his tattoos and eating raw chickens. So what, he just leaves her here to die, essentially, of starvation. That's messed up. And builds a statue of himself? That is such a Dwayne Johnson thing right there.
I'm going to love you in my belly. Let's fatten you up, drumstick.
It's so thick. Damn, she got lucky with that one, she did. Seriously.
Put back the heart.
Isn't the ocean gonna help her? Oh, now it helps her in this way. This ocean really does not help her whenever she needs it. It's really picks in the weirdest times.
And she's back.
I
You can snap her neck.
It was Moana.
Oh wow. Now the ocean is really helping out, ain't it?
What is your problem?
Why couldn't it help earlier?
Kakamora.
Kako, what?
Murdering little pirates.
It so felt like he was gonna say murdering little bastards.
They're kinda cute.
Holy shit.
Ocean, do something! Help us!
The ocean doesn't help you, you help yourself.
Well, he ain't completely wrong.
They took the heart!
Why doesn't the ocean help? Threatening little munchkins, aren't these? Little Minions moment, ain't it? That was a little Dunkirk moment, that.
You'd be a hero. That's what you're all about,
Speaking to Dwayne Johnson's ego. Very smart.
I am a hero. Deal. Worth a shot.
They say in Jungle Cruise Dwayne Johnson played a character that was a bit sneaky, but he's kind of a con man here too. And I haven't even seen the rest of the film.
If the current's warm, you're going the right way.
It's getting warmer. Ah! Stop stealing me. What is wrong with you?
Man, I can't believe they allowed that joke. I was thinking that was a very odd thing. How did the current get warmer, even in this world?
I'm home?
Oh, is this a nightmare she's having? It's a nightmare. This has to be a nightmare. A dream sequence. There you go. Well, he's right about the ocean being kooky, because it's very inconsistent with when it chooses to help Moana and when it doesn't. What do you want to bet Dwayne Johnson wasn't even reading any lines in that scene and just went nuts? Shouldn't the ocean be able to help her? Down there? Ooh, nice colors. Did they just fall into water and then fall out of the water? And she should be dead.
Well, she's dead.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Both on the same page. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh, shit. There's always a bigger fish. Points if you get that reference. That's so weird. But I like the idea behind it. You fall underwater and then you fall out of water. So weird. So is this thing. She has the most amazing luck down here, doesn't she? Everything that tries to kill her gets killed by something else.
What's up? Keep him distracted. Make him talk about himself. He loves bragging about how great he is.
Is it going to be Dwayne Johnson we find behind that treasure?
What
Ew.
have we here?
Are you just trying to get me to talk about myself?
I will gladly do so. Huh? In song form.
Oh no.
Well, Tomator hasn't always been this glam. I was a drab little crab once.
Well, they did go on for a while without a song, so sure, go ahead.
Beautiful baby.
A few moments later.
You know, when I see scenes like this, I'm starting to wonder why this movie ended up being so popular. I mean, I feel like there are other Disney movies that deserve more praise than this, such as Coco. I bet he's not gonna have his powers. Oh, he is. But not the way he wanted. Is he rusty or is it broken or what?
Well, little Maui's having trouble with his look.
Is he still singing?
12 seconds later.
Like a diamond in the rough. My stuff is so shiny. Send your armies, but they'll never
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
soak it in, 'cause it's the last.
Why doesn't this thing just try to eat him? We know that he's gonna eventually get this hook and then he's gonna end up killing him. Or defeating him if Disney don't want to go that dark.
I got something shiny for ya.
Man, she's so clumsy, ain't she?
What about the heart?
He can have it. I've got a better one.
Oh, smart.
I see. She's taken a barnacle and she's covered it in bioluminescent algae as a diversion.
That was some exposition right there.
Hey! Hey!
Hey!
Did you like the song?
What the heck was that? Yeah, I did not like that crab. What's the big deal? How come he sucks with this thing? Has he forgotten how to use it?
Except we're dead soon. We're dead soon.
What's that for?
That's, man's discovery of Nunya.
What's Nunya?
Nunya business.
None your business. I knew that. That was in Avatar: The Last Airbender, when they said that to Aang.
Excuse me, but where is this earthbending tournament exactly?
It's on the island of Nunya. None of your business.
Oh, I gotta remember that one.
Is the water not gonna help? Oh, there you go. The reception on that water is so bad. It takes so long to just do something.
I have no idea why the ocean chose me.
Neither do I.
So I am...
This is a beautiful shot.
They did not want me. They threw me into the sea. Like I was nothing.
It's like the Penguin's backstory, the Tim Burton version.
I love you too, buddy.
You know, it feels like throughout this movie, Maui is just talking to his pecs a lot of the time. That's good, they're showing him try to learn his powers again. It's not like after that pep talk, he instantly gets better. Oh, and now the ocean helps out with the chicken. It didn't help out with the chicken when she almost drowned and lost her boat. This bloody ocean. He'll survive it. He's got to come up with a new strategy. Yeah, turn into a sea creature that can squirt water at him. That should help. Oh, done.
I told you to turn back.
I feel like Maui hasn't got a very creative imagination. If this was Beast Boy or something, he would have done so much more to try and attack that big beast. I mean, Maui didn't do much before giving up. Oh, is that her grandmother supposed to be? She said she wanted to turn into one of these earlier.
An island. She stands apart from the crowd.
More singing.
She loves the sea and her people. She wakes up.
Who am I?
You sure you want to know? That's one heck of a swim she's doing. Her father couldn't swim that far down. She will sail the seas and restore the heart of Watiti. Because somewhere he lost it and just became cringy. Speaking of Taika Waititi. Can't the ocean help her here? Again, ocean, give her a hand. That's smart, that is. See, now that is something that Beast Boy would have done. Although he would have probably turned into a Tyrannosaurus Rex as well to make just to become bigger. Why does he keep turning into that eagle? Just turn into a fish creature. There's no way that monster would want to touch the water then. Oh, now the ocean helped her. This ocean is so weird when it chooses to help her and when it doesn't. It's like sending the ring to Mount Doom in Lord of the Rings. More improv from Dwayne Johnson. You know, you can just let it walk halfway through the ocean and then let the water engulf it. Okay, this can either be really good or really bad. Let's see. Let's see what they got. You're gonna hate me for saying this. This is reminding me a little bit, just a little, of Joss Whedon's Justice League when all the flowers grow. Can you imagine if it just crushed them? I mean, I was trying to kill him this whole time.
Tafiti! How you been?
Wrapped that together a little bow, didn't they? I guess it'll come handy for the sequel. He's got his hook back. She couldn't give her a bigger bow? It's funny, I thought this pig would have been a bigger character in this movie, or a bigger little toy commercial. Instead it was the chicken. The weather seems to be much kinder now to all of them. So, what did I think of that? John Lasseter was a producer on this before Disney had him fired, which is interesting because he was the one that was known for making these Disney movies as great as they were, specifically the Pixar films. I think this is the movie that put Lin-Manuel Miranda on the map as well, in terms of the songs. So, yeah, I'm just looking at the animation just on this stuff. I love the colours and everything. Maybe it's also because I'm watching it on a new monitor screen, an OLED monitor screen. Maybe that's helping making the animation look even better. But yeah. So, what did I think of the movie? Based off my initial impressions, I've not really reflected on the movie or anything yet, obviously. I thought it was good. I don't think it was really good. I don't think it was great. I think it was good. If I was to watch this before it became big on Disney Plus, and if you were to ask me, do you think this movie will be big, one of Disney's big movies? I would honestly tell you no. I'm actually kind of surprised that this movie has blown up as much as it has on streaming and it's become so popular. I don't really quite understand it either. I think a big reason why is because the movie is a great babysitting movie, I think. I don't think this is one of Disney's best, but there was something nice about it. There was a nice quality to it. It was a very skimmed down type of movie from Disney because usually it focuses on so many characters, but here it was really just the two, and a chicken, and the ocean. So it was quite simple, but in a good way. So, yeah, I will say, first of all, the animation in this is absolutely beautiful. The movie is it came out in 2016, so it's basically 8 years old now. So we're getting close to 10 years old, and the animation in this movie looks so much better than a lot of the stuff that Disney have been making. For example, I think the animation in this looks so much better than the animation that we got in, say, Wish, for example. And I actually think this animation, in terms of colours and everything, I actually like it better than the animation in Inside Out 2. This is back when it felt like Disney were at the top of their game with animation, whereas with Inside Out 2, there is definitely more textures than there was in the Disney movies, like in the first Moana and stuff. But in terms of the colour, the vibrancy and everything, and just the animation style, it was a bit tired in Inside Out 2, whereas here you can tell it was new and it was still really... it was still a really inspired art style from Disney, whereas I feel like now it's kind of getting old. But yeah, I love the animation. I thought the animation was fantastic, and the colours were so beautiful and wonderfully vibrant, and it had beautiful landscapes, and shots that I would be like, I would want that on my computer's wallpaper. It is so beautiful to look at. Especially on an OLED screen, if you can watch this movie on an OLED screen. Maui, however, I feel like, until we got to the climax, he was just Dwayne Johnson, ego and everything, and I didn't really see a character there. I saw more of a character in the climax when things got serious and his hook got damaged, but prior to that, it felt like he was just very much being the character that you would expect Dwayne Johnson to be in a movie. So, yeah, I didn't really like him as much before. It was just Dwayne Johnson being Dwayne Johnson. But the climax, I found more of a character there. Even for Moana, I feel like she was a very good character throughout this, in terms of her learning things and everything, and going through an arc. But again, I feel like the characters really came into their own in the climax. I think the climax and the way the movie ends with these characters is probably what sold people on them, because prior to that it was good, but it was more like your standard affair in terms of these two bickering characters who eventually like each other. But the climax, I think, really brought it all together. The music in this was not fantastic. I'm not gonna hum the Moana theme, but there were a lot of songs in here that I actually thought, there were a few that I just could do without, but a lot of them I thought were good. Anytime the actress playing Moana was singing, I thought those were the best songs. The Dwayne Johnson You're Welcome song was good, but it wasn't my favourite song, I would say. So yeah, yeah, beautiful animation, a very simple story, a very simple narrative, very simple characters as well. There's not, like I said, tons of characters in this movie. But yeah, I would say as far as the ocean goes, I have so many questions. Throughout this movie, I was saying, why is the ocean not helping? And why is it helping her here to get to her destination? And helping the chicken, rescuing the chicken. But it wasn't helping it earlier on. It wasn't helping her earlier on. So I think there's stuff that doesn't make sense in this movie. That being said, if people love it, that's great. For me, I thought it was a good movie. So if I had to give it a score out of 10, I would say it's a low 7 for me. Maybe if I reflected on it, it might get a regular 7, but right now it's a low 7. But that's right now. But when I review Moana 2, who knows? Maybe my thoughts and opinions will change on the first Moana. But I thought it was a fun movie is the best way to put it. It was good. It wasn't very good or anything, but it was good. I am kind of surprised though that this movie really did take off as it did. Honestly, I thought a Disney movie that would have really blown up even more than it did, and I feel like the movie should have blown up more, was Coco. But that one is kind of come and has been forgotten, but this is the one that really has seemed to have blown up and taken off, which does surprise me. So yeah, it was a good movie. Do I regret not watching it sooner? Not really. I feel like if I did not watch this movie in my lifetime, I wouldn't really be missing out on much, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Overall, I think it was a good movie. Not a great one, but it was good. I don't really know what they can do with a sequel, but at the same time, I feel like they've established enough and they can make up more things if they want to make a sequel. Am I looking forward to the sequel? No, but I do feel like I'm glad to know that I'm on the same page as everyone else now in terms of I've seen the movie, I know who these characters are, I know why people would want to go see a sequel, and I will say, whereas before I had no excitement towards the sequel, I had more of a strong curiosity. Now I'm like, you know what? I have a bit more excitement. I think my favourite character was Moana, which is kind of funny because I always thought for all these years that the best character of the movie, based on how everyone was going on about this movie, I thought the best character would have been Maui. But it turns out it isn't. At least for me, I think the best character in here is Moana. Honestly though, what I enjoyed the most was the animation. So I think the animators really win on this one, and it's a shame they don't get paid more. That's something I was thinking when I was watching this. I was like, it's a shame they don't get paid more for their work. Because if it wasn't for them, Disney wouldn't be getting beautifully animated movies like this. And the movies like this wouldn't take off. But Disney are like, yeah, we're going to keep all the money for ourselves. We're going to overwork you and not give you much else in terms of pay. Which is a shame. I feel sorry for the animators in that regard. But yeah, I think it was a good movie, and I am glad I saw it. Right now, as I'm reflecting on it, I am a little bit happier with the movie. And I think by come tomorrow, it's late right now, very late. Come tomorrow, when I wake up, I think I am actually going to probably have fonder memories of this movie. So, yeah, I thought this was a good movie. Right now, I give it a low 7 out of 10, but that could change by the time I do my versus video with the second movie. So, yeah, overall, good movie. Glad I saw it. I'm glad I watched it with you guys too. So yeah, thank you very much for becoming a YouTube member, guys. Thank you very much for watching this on Patreon. And thanks for watching the other version of this video, the more cut down version on YouTube. For obvious copyright reasons, it's gonna have to get cut down on YouTube. But yeah, if you want to watch the whole version of this video, then watch it by becoming a YouTube member or by going over to Patreon. And if you want to watch a more condensed version that's on Patreon but has all the highlights with some movie footage, then again, go over to Patreon.
I'm so shiny.
Credit scene.
Didn't help me though, did it? Cool Jamaican accent, you totally helped me. You would, you know you would.
Was that improv or something? Okay, that was such a silly credit scene, and that, although it is fitting for such a silly character. Yeah, I think on that note, guys, I think we'll end it here. Thank you very much for joining me on this watch-along. Stay tuned for more. Become a patron member, become a YouTube member if you don't want to go sign up for Patreon. And if not that, at least please do hit that subscribe button and the like button, and share the video as well, and I will see all of you very soon. Thanks very much for watching, everyone, and I hope you have a great rest of the day. Take care.